Awake, not woke. What's up, guys? It's Sunday, July 14th, 2024. So I want to say a couple things. I'm going to start off by saying, number one, rest in peace to the man that passed away and got shot in the crowd with Donald Trump. Obviously, you guys know what I'm going to talk about in this video. With the man trying to protect his family. That's what the stories say. And I heard he had a daughter, and he's a volunteer fireman or something, I think. And he was just sounded like a good overall man. And he got when the shots started firing, he just jumped in front of his family. And I would hope I would do the same. You think about that in those kind of situations. It's easy to say you would, but would you really do it? He actually did it. So rest in peace to him. And the people, I think there was 2 other people that got shot. 1 or 2 people that got shot that are in critical condition. God rest that man's soul. And put your prayers in those. Put those families in your prayers, right? And pray for the recovery, the people that are injured during this tragedy. So let me go back a little bit to yesterday when I made that video. Let me tell you what my mindset was real quick. I recorded that video at about a little after 4:20, 4:21, and I got the information at like 3:30. And I wasn't sure what happened. I told you I didn't watch anything except for the video of him actually getting shot. Now here's my frame of mind at the time, and I'll get into my thoughts about what happened. Here's was my thoughts at the time, right? I was thinking it didn't sound like a gun, like a full rifle, right? It just sounded like a pop, 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 you know, to me at the maybe the audible or the audio, the way it sounded. And that's the second thing. But I think the first thing is, I was thinking there's no way in heck somebody could have brought in a rifle into a Trump rally. There's just no way. And I was like, but they also, that didn't sound like a handgun. So I'm like, maybe it was just like some kind of pump gun, but then it didn't make any sense when I was saying. I just didn't know what happened. I was just so like, and I didn't want to speculate, man, you know. But then my second thoughts were, if they did try to shoot him, that's when I just, started talking about what I was talking about in the video, just in case it was somebody that tried to assassinate President Trump. And unfortunately they did. They really had a rifle a couple of 100 yards away, and they tried to assassinate Donald Trump, man. And the worst fears are true. Now, there's a worst case scenario. Obviously, Donald Trump could have been assassinated, and we would have saw absolute terrible situation. And this video and yesterday's video would have been completely different if that bullet would have landed on its target. Man, I'm gonna say this. I believe it was intervention by God. I really believe that, because for him to have his head angled like that and move out of the way, and just so happened it just flew by. That's another thing. I thought there's no way a real gun hit him, because it would have, I guess it's the hopeless optimist in me, I guess. Lately I've been pessimistic, but I'm just like, and I knew this could happen. I wasn't surprised by it, but when it actually happens. But divine intervention, to me, God was on Donald Trump's side, and hopefully my prayers helped him and your prayers helped him, because again, I pray for Donald Trump multiple times a day. I do, man. I really do. And that man, I always say, needs to be protected at all times. And it's obvious to me that protection has got holes in it. Now, what I'm getting ready to say in this video is probably going to get me in trouble on YouTube. And there's been 2 historic times that just happened in these last 3 weeks. Obviously, June 27th, when Joe Biden had that horrific debate performance, and everybody, the normies, found out that he wasn't cognitive as the mainstream told you he was. And then also July 13th, when the assassination attempt of Donald Trump failed. You know, I'm tired of this not free speech stuff and all this other stuff. And I'm tired of being called a conspiracy theorist and everything else. And this is late at night. This is not late at night, but it's after 7 p.m. here. And I've been collecting a lot of information. And obviously, you know, the information is fluid, and this is an ongoing story. And more stuff is going to come out. But based on the information that I have right now at 7:19 Pacific time is this. This is my thoughts on it right now. I don't care what anybody says. My first question is this. How the hell did a guy get up on the roof, on a white roof, that close to Donald Trump, and nobody stopped him? No law enforcement stopped him. That's the first question. The second question is, with a rifle, by the way. Second question is, the sniper shot him, correct? Okay, if that's the case, and he saw him in his sights, and he was looking in that direction, why didn't he shoot him before he took a shot? The kid took a shot. Why not? That's my question. And the third thing was, third question is, who sent that kid to do it? I don't believe, and this is my personal view, YouTube, okay, is I don't personally believe that this kid, this 20-year-old kid, did this on his own. I don't. And I'm going to tell you why I don't, okay? Again, you can call me a conspiracy theorist. You can call me whatever the fuck you want. I don't care, okay? And again, let me say this. Let me get this out of the way. I'm not just saying this because this is Donald Trump, right? This is part of the reason, of course, because all the things that's led up to this about Donald Trump. I think this is very, very sad because I don't care who the president is, even Joe Biden, who I don't even consider or respect as the president. I don't. But he technically is the president. I don't want this to happen to Joe Biden. This is not about Democrats and Republicans and partisanship. It's not. Okay? Now, would I be more hurt and sad if it was Trump versus Biden? Of course. I'm not going to lie about it because I don't like Joe Biden. But I'll be damned if I'm going to sit here and tell you that if it was Joe Biden, I'd be happy about it. That's not true. Okay? That's not true. So let me say this. The reason why I don't think this kid is a lone actor is because this happened before. Number one, in 1963, November 1963, to John F. Kennedy. Everybody knows who killed John F. Kennedy, okay? Second reason is, why in the hell did this kid, or was this kid allowed to get on the roof without anybody stopping him and him to let off a shot and then get shot? Because everybody's praising the guy who shot him. And I'm not, as again, the information is fluid, and I'm not gonna talk bad about this guy. I'm just asking questions, man, as of, you know, a day and some change later, because information may come out later. But as of right now, I can't give this guy a lot of props, the sniper, for shooting the guy, because that's his job. He's supposed to shoot him. But why is it after he took the shot, he shot him? Also, did you see the interview that kid had, his quote unquote friend, the kid that got killed on the thing, the shooter? His friend came out there and told everyone, MSDNC told everyone that, oh yeah, he's a loner, he got picked on, this, that, and the third. You ever notice that all these people, these mass shooters or assassins or whatever, they all have the same kind of bio? They have to make sure that everyone thinks that they're loners. They've been bullied. They look like soy boys, right? It's all the same shit. You ever notice that? So that's another reason. He just fits the description too well. And the kid that was doing the interview, it just sounded fake as hell to me. I'm sorry, it did. I mean, the way he was talking and the way he was acting, he sounded like somebody that had to memorize talking points, right? And he wasn't doing a good job doing it. He was saying things that normal kids his age, 20, 21, 19, don't talk like that. You know, oh, you know, these kids and all this stuff that he was saying, man. It was just weird. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Google it. Google the kid that went to school, or was his friend, quote unquote, said about the shooter. Do I think Joe Biden had anything to do with it? Honestly, no, I don't think that, right? I don't think that at all. But I was listening to Dan Bongino, former, Secret Service man himself, and he broke it all down. And, there's 3 levels or 3 layers to security when it comes to a president. Number one, you have the Secret Service. The guys, first of all, shout out to the men, okay, and the women, and I'll get into the women part in a second, that jumped on Donald Trump when the shots went off, because that's what they're supposed to do, and I give them credit for that, because literally their lives are, secondary to the president when they're guarding them, and they put their life on the line. That's the first layer of defense. Those guys right next to them. Second layer of defense is the LEO, the LEO, the law enforcement officers on the perimeter, local law enforcement officers to be exact. And then you have the third layer, which is the snipers and stuff like that are on the roof. How in the world did they let this kid get on the roof, man? How? And why did that guy that killed him take so long to shoot him when he was facing right at him? Again, you can't see exactly where he's looking, but it's like, man, that's maybe that'll come out later. Now, I have heard some things that I don't really want to talk about because I don't want to speculate, but there's been some rumors that said that the guy, the sniper that shot him, shot the shooter, said that, now again, I don't know if this is true or not, but he said that the protocol, well, somebody else said that the protocol, I'm going to tell you what somebody else said, that the protocol is to wait until the guy shoots first and then you shoot him, just in case it's a photographer or something like that with something that looks like a gun. You can't just shoot anybody like that without warning. Again, I don't know if that's true. Then the actual sniper came out with a quote that I don't know if it's true or not, basically said that he wasn't allowed to shoot in the ear. When he saw the shooter for 2 or 3 minutes, he wasn't allowed to shoot. He was talking to the Secret Service agents or someone, and he wasn't allowed to shoot. And he only gave the go-ahead. He only got the go-ahead till after that guy shot the first shot. Those are the rumors. That's not, don't quote me on that. Don't confirm it. I'm just telling you, those are the rumors. And I really don't want to talk about that, and I'm not confirming or denying that, right? So those are the rumors. But the question, again, is how the hell did he get on that roof, man? And if I'm Donald Trump, I'm asking a lot of questions, man. First of all, just imagine being Donald Trump. I mean, first of all, can you imagine what the world would be like right now if that would have happened? Let me tell you something, man. After I made that video yesterday, I was walking around the neighborhood. After I made that video, I shit you not. Go back and watch the video if you want to. You may see some American flags on some people's houses. People started grouping up in the neighborhood. You want to take a wild guess what kind of groups there were? I'll give you a hint. One group has American flags in front of their house, and the other ones don't. Now, take a wild guess which ones out of the American flag people and the people that don't have American flags, which ones like Donald Trump? Grouping up, and everyone was mad, right? One group was mad, and the other group was mad. Do you know why one group was mad? And I was talking to both groups, by the way. You know why one group was mad? The group that I'm in and that you're in was mad because this happened. This actually, an attempt on the president's life happened, and they were mad about that. But the other group was mad because all the conspiracy theories are going to come out now, and Donald Trump is going to win. And the underlying thing is, and you've heard this on X or Twitter, or whatever you want to call it, is why did you miss? Now, they didn't come out and say that, but you can tell because I was around, so they're not going to say it in front of me. But trust me, if that bullet would have went a millimeter farther, I don't think they would have lost a wink of sleep that night. Okay, I'll just say that. But can you imagine being Donald Trump, 78-year-old Donald Trump, literally risking his life to do this? This is one of the many reasons I loved Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., because he woke up every day knowing that his work was going against going against the machine. Abraham Lincoln was going against the machine. John F. Kennedy was going against the machine. And they know that every single day they woke up, they may not go to bed that night, and that could have been their last day. That's officially now, Donald Trump is officially in that group. I already had put him in that group before this happened, but now he's there. He's there, guys. You can't say anything about it. And you know what the mainstream media is doing? They're getting together now and banding behind Joe Biden. You guessed it. The only reason, and I told you this before, the only reason they did what they did against Joe Biden is because they felt Joe Biden couldn't win. But now this is going to unite the propagandists, the state-sponsored media, against, you guessed it, Donald J. Trump. Because they have TDS and they are doing anything they can to keep Donald Trump out of the White House. This is going to be the theme of this video. Ready? If you don't get anything else out of this video, I want you to get this. Listen to me. They will do anything to make sure Donald Trump is not in office. They cannot allow Donald Trump into office. Let me say that again. These people, the deep state, the swamp, cannot allow Donald Trump into office. They cannot allow him, and they will do anything they can to stop them. I'm talking to some of my liberal friends, some of my normie friends, some of my independent, non-decided friends, even some TDS people. I say, you believe me now? Do you believe me now? Because all the stuff that we're saying is all speculation. Oh, this, oh, the court case, or oh, the him getting sued and him paying the $500 million, down to $185 million, and going into court all day, and this and that, and defaming him since the day he came into office. The Mueller report, the lies, the constant attacks on this man. You know what some of them said when I talked to him about it? Oh, he's just a lone shooter. Because that's what the mainstream media is doing. There are two main things of this. Actually, a few main things. Number one is to protect their narrative, to spin the narrative. Now it's a new narrative. It's always about Trump as the enemy. But they have to spin the narrative. They have to make up stories. So what are they going to do with this? Okay, we're gonna get behind Joe Biden. This is the mainstream media, the propagandists. We have to get behind Joe Biden. Okay, we have to get behind him. Forget all that stuff. Because now nobody's talking about Joe Biden being senile. What else do we got to do? We got to paint Trump as the bad guy. They have no sympathy for this man, for what happened to him. He almost got killed. They don't care about that. Because believe me, they wouldn't lose any sleep either. Okay? And what do they have to do that? They have to say, well, Trump's rhetoric did that. Not our rhetoric that called the man a Hitler and allowed Democrats and people that disagree and have Trump derangement syndrome come up here and say whatever they want about Donald Trump without interruption. Us constantly lying about him, constantly saying Project 2025, constantly saying he's a dictator. He's going to end our democracy. He's going to lock us up. No, none of that rhetoric. That didn't have anything to do with Trump getting shot. No, it's Trump defending himself, by the way. They're not going to say that part. Saying what he said is the reason why this young man tried to shoot Donald Trump. And also they have to say, well, the kid is a registered Republican, right? He donated to a Democratic organization, something like that, for $15. You guys heard about it. It doesn't matter what you register as. It matters what your ideals are and where you give your money to. Trust me. Believe that. I know some quote-unquote registered Republicans that put Joy Reid to shame. Seriously. So that's their job. But again, back to Donald Trump. Can you imagine being Donald Trump? As strong-willed as he is, he was millimeters, maybe a millimeter, an inch, whatever it is, from death. We would have saw this man's brains get blown out like John F. Kennedy on live television in front of the world. Now, they didn't care, the people that tried to kill him. As long as he's dead, we would have gone into the Civil War, period. I don't care what anybody says. That's what would have happened. And that's what they want, guys. So what I want you guys to do is remember, they'll do anything they can to keep Donald Trump out of office, and they cannot let him in office. So with that being said, here's what I want you to do. Do not get violent, right? Use this as an opportunity not to argue with the people you disagree with and the idiots and the normies and the people with Trump derangement syndrome, use this as an opportunity to say, hey, man, I know you hate Donald Trump, but you see this stuff, man? You know, try to wake them up. Now, the people with a TDS, it's going to be hard to do that. It's going to be hard to do that. But again, imagine being Donald Trump, guys, knowing that these people want to kill you. And the Secret Service, damn, this video is long. Sorry, it's 20 minutes. And the Secret Service breaking down. And also there's reports that he wanted even better Secret Service like that of the president, Joe Biden. Because I heard his details it's a notch or two lower. And remember a couple months ago in April, they wanted to take away, if he went to jail, some Democrats wanted to take away his Secret Service. Remember that? What's that telling you? You know what I mean? Remember, Robert F. Kennedy doesn't have any. He's the first one in history to be a presidential nominee that didn't have any Secret Service. With his dad and his uncle that got murdered. These people are evil, guys. These people are evil. So watch the tricks from the mainstream media. The lies are coming. The protection of the narrative. The new narrative is here. You know what it is. You already know what games they're playing. They're already trying to change the titles. Yesterday they were like, oh, Donald Trump might have got hurt or something could have happened. Not there was an assassination attempt on Trump. No, not that. These people, man, are evil as hell, guys. Evil as hell. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And again, guys, listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me. You guys have to stay safe out there, okay? You guys understand. They will do anything to keep this man out of office. So that being said, and you knowing that, don't start fights with anybody. Don't start any civil wars or anything like that because, again, they want to divide us and conquer us. They want us divided. Now, I'm not saying sing kumbaya with people that you disagree with, but don't go and engage in fighting with them, guys. I'm telling you, that's what they want. So in order to keep sane and keep yourself protected, because the next situation, because they tried to kill him, that didn't work. This is why I said there won't be an election. And how are they going to do that? Turning off the power, stopping the supply chain? I don't know. Get your shit together, man. Get ready for the worst. Be prepared for the worst. I'm not trying to scare you. I'm not trying to fear-monger you. I'm just telling you the truth, guys. You've already seen it. They tried to kill him. And if you think that kid acted on his own, I got a bridge to sell you, okay? I got a bridge to sell you, so. Listen, man, I love each and every one of you. You know that. And this is why I make these videos. I know I'm putting myself on the line by saying this stuff, man. They don't want my videos out. So if you don't mind, well, how you can help is share the videos. I'm not a YouTuber. I'm not a professional with thumbnails and all that other crap. I'm just a guy that just picks up the phone, hit the record button, and tells you my truth. And that's what I try to do. So God bless you. God bless your family. God bless Donald Trump. Keep that man in your prayers, guys, all right? And please, guys, stay safe. Stay safe, all right? God bless the United States of America and pray for this country. I love each and every one of you, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace and love, guys.